Guilt, shame, addictions, Jesus had something to say about that, and His words of victory will set you free. Jesus came to this earth for a single mission. Everything that He did, His miracles, the healings, the death, His resurrection, was all for a single purpose. 1 John 3:8 says that the Son of God was revealed for this purpose, to destroy the works of the devil. Everything that the devil's been doing from the beginning of time is trying to destroy what God intends. He wants to get you to slip up, to trip up, to fall flat on your face, and then ensnare you to his evil ways and heap on all this guilt and shame and accusations to make you feel like you could never be any use to God. Maybe you've heard some of my story. I wrote about it extensively in my book, Silent Satan. But I woke up one day with this nagging voice that just perched upon my shoulder that threw out all these whispers and accusations. It said, "Look what you've done. God can't use you. Go shut it all down." And I remember, there I was, when the weight of all of this burden was on me and I had fallen to my living room floor in tears. And the Spirit of God began to minister to me in that hour. And He said, "I want you to get up off that floor. And I want you to create a record of your wrongs." That's what Colossians 2:14 talks about, a record of your wrongs. And so for the next 10 minutes, that's what I did. Line after line after line on that piece of paper, I wrote out all the things, all of the lies, all of the feelings, all of the mistakes that were hanging over my head that I hadn't fully dealt with or dealt with at all. And then I heard God say to me, "Now, I want you to write blood and draw a cross all over that piece of paper." So that's what I did. I retraced across and wrote blood, and retraced across and wrote blood, and retraced across and wrote blood, until that piece of paper was covered with the only two things that can cover for your sin: the cross of Jesus Christ and the blood that was shed on it. And then I heard God tell me to rip that thing to shreds, to symbolize that He has thrown my sin as far as the east is from the west. And when I did that, I heard those final words of Jesus on that cross when He thundered for all of creation to hear, when He said, "It is finished." And I finally understood what "it is finished" meant for my life that day. I believe that 2,000 years ago, when Jesus declared, "It is finished," He revealed Himself to the devil, and He said that your works in the lives of my people are now finished. I want you to hear this word of victory, Jesus' words of victory for you today. It is finished. Slavery to sin is finished. Guilt and shame, finished. The question of, does God love me? Finished. It is finished in your life today. Make that your declaration. Whatever it is finished.